unto war, as are Poongko and Gamerbee. Korea, Taiwan. Avermedia up against Cafe AD. What can you tell me about Cafe AD? What sort of operation is it?
A very good one.
Yes, I mean they've been sponsoring some of the best players around.
I believe that they also have Min and Me.
Yes.
On and you know what? I've heard double stories. I've actually heard Mad KOF say that it's actually Cafe ID and his name is actually Mad Comp. I don't know, but
I can't be bothered with pronunciation.
Fair enough.
Cafe ID, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe their rivals are the Cafe Ego and Cafe Super Ego.
So now we have Gamerbee versus Poongko coming up here.
If there's one thing being American means, it's our God-given right to mispronounce foreign names.
Hey, how long have we been saying stuff like all you can, right? It's a tradition of Street Fighter to mispronounce things. Oh, and immediately getting in there, it does Gamerbee.
Wow, not giving Poongko any room to breathe, but Poongko says, I got a little thing, it's called an uppercut, and I am not afraid to use it.
Oh, wow, and that was an interesting tell from Poongko. One of the only times I've ever seen Poongko stop and like try to bait out an uppercut. He's almost always doing something.
I also really liked Gamerbee had a follow-on, Poongko's backdash. He had it clearly anticipatory Jaguar kick that caught him. What? Tell me no. Yeah, okay. This is actually quite tricky to punish at the end, but Adon has a pretty solid counter to that.
Yeah,
and that would have been the readiest read of all reads. Like, completely cross-screen, Ultra 2 from Seth.
Oh.
Good pressure.
Yeah, and basically that Jaguar Chief avoids the wake-up and then puts him right back into the mix.
So a very good choice there from Gamerbee. And I do think the thing I was mentioning from round one briefly was just that he smells Poongko's slight reliance on the Seth backdash, which is quite strong. It's a good quick backdash to get out of pressure. So I think he's got something ready in store for that, should it come again.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Poongko's got him in the corner here. It's mix-up time after. Oh,
what? That wasn't even close. Maybe he has his own special mix-up. We've seen things we thought might have been mistakes that were actually clever setups from Poongko.
Oh, he's got it.
That's...
Damn it.
It's going to be pretty much even. The cross-up goes to the front. Oh, goes straight to the overhead.
Oh, but again, it misses the stomps and the dives.
And that is... Wow.
Oh, here we go.
Wow.
Yeah. Not much you can do in that situation. The only thing Gamerbee probably could have done was backdash and just hope that uppercut was not going to reach. Not likely, but that would have been his best chance.
Wow, cool counter there. Stan Fierce gets kicked in the foot.
Oh, and gets right over that Sonic Boom.
What is that, 75% just like that?
Yeah. Oh, I love the forward backdash.
Wow. No strong.
We have seen so many drop combos from Poongko right now.
Consistency is not a hallmark of Poongko in general. Unfortunately, that's a very tough thing to swallow when it comes to Seth. When you get those opportunities, you really, really have to make the most of them. Absolutely critical. Gamerbee, very strong going into game 2. Gamerbee resetting the offense. What's it going to be? Taking his time. Poongko keeping a nice mid-range pressure. Not something you usually see out of Seth.
That's always the rough thing about Adon. A lot of times when you get those hit confirms, if they're crouching, you can't really do anything.
Yeah.
So.
I'm not going to cry a river for a top-tier character like Adon. Seth
enough.
closing it out. And again, Seth's life disadvantages cannot be understated. I want to say Gamerbee hit him like 2, maybe 3 times. It was half his life. That's 20% off one uppercut. Seth lives and dies by the offense. He cannot weather the storm in any way, shape, or form. Wow, picks him up off the bottom of the ground with that EX uppercut.
Using that air Jaguar kick to chase down the backdash.
That was so good. And again, that's what I'm saying. Gamerbee is reading those backdashes by Poongko. He knows when he's in trouble. That's his go-to. The uppercut is almost not even defense. It's just a read.
Oh, wow. Just far enough.
Yeah.
And Gamerbee did not touch a button. He did not extend his hitbox to get hit. Oh, what a bait.
Oh no, Poongko refusing to be put off the uppercut, and that could be the end of him with the style points. Gamerbee fist in the air. And Poongko, the master of style, gets styled on. Taiwan and Avermedia's Gamerbee.
Oh my.
That was some sharp shooting.
Do you see Yipes and Neo all giving him high fives?
Yeah.
When guys like Yipes are giving him
respect.
One of the ultimate men of style in gaming. And
As a fellow traveler along the path of style, I salute you, sir.
Exactly.
May we live to clown many opponents into the future. And Poongko walking off with his homebrew setup there for ultimate stability.
Yep.
Did not serve him sufficiently in that match, but I respect it. That goes back to our old school roots when people used to carry around the craziest setups. From steel to concrete base, anything to keep your joystick in place, keep it solid like it was in the 9,000-pound arcade machines.
And it's
Poongko
really
respecting that history.
Yeah, and it's interesting because we've all evolved now to just playing the TE sticks and, Hori
That wouldn't
sticks
be
and
a James Chen pun, was it there?
What?
We've evolved. I'm going to let it go.
Wasn't
Let's go.
It wasn't intentional.
I didn't mean to derail you.
No, it's okay.
Please,
but
we have evolved.
To learning to play with these controllers on our laps now.
It's true.
It doesn't quite have the stability, but, we've all learned to adjust to that.
Well, the other thing is, frankly, is it just a technical change? Like most of us used to play in the U.S. on the heavy kind of Moss HAP sticks, which are much more, it requires a lot more hand action, and they're a lot less sensitive. So, when we were working with our friends at Mad Catz to develop the TE stick in the first place, there was discussion about maybe it should be a big HAP joystick. And frankly, that's what I was still playing on at the time, and I was like, no. me and Mark Mann agreed that the next generation should be set free from our bad habits and go on to, frankly, I think some of the shorter throw sticks with the lighter springs and a little more precision.
Tell that to Mr. Wizard and John Choi.
John Choi is carrying around a stick from 1983. Before Street Fighter was even invented, John Choi had that stick created. He found it.
I do want to give a chance to give the shout out to Broken Tier, of course. 20% off everything at brokentier.com using the code EVO2013, same as the hashtag. And again,
That's
members
salt,
of our
folks.
community, Kugi, Paul Kugler, outstanding fellow.
No, I was actually having a nice conversation with Kugi. We were, as we say, pulling tubes with the extended drinks. And had a nice discussion about his start and his focus on business now.
And apparently,
we have an update, yes.
Yeah, apparently PR Balrog is now the #2 trending item in the world on Twitter.
Now I'm curious who's trending #1. It's probably Poongko's haircut.
Yeah. And you know what?
Congratulations to PR Balrog, absolutely deserved for dethroning one of the most dominant champions we've seen in EVO history. Infiltration has just been wrecking everyone around the world. He showed cracks in the surface when he lost to Puppy in Europe at DreamHack. That was great stuff from the European side.
And again, I hate to keep harping on this, but history at EVO has had it that people don't trend until Sunday. And we have Friday trenders now.
I don't know. What do we got for Sunday?
More amazing.
No.
More amazing. This is the crazy. You think it's crazy now. Once we get to Sunday, you remember last year, the KOF Grand Finals, the crowd going crazy.
I was sitting in the crowd and I lost my voice. Just sitting in the crowd.
Right?
That was fantastic stuff. Smash has been on fire as well.
Look, there's an animated GIF of me jumping up and down, pumping my fists in the air from last year. This is what we have to expect for EVO on Sunday, and we still have a Saturday in between with Marvel.
All right, here's my vision for next year. If the hype keeps rolling as it has been, maybe we need a trampoline. People just get so hyped, they just bounce on the trampoline and then do a flip off and spin. Just express yourself midair.
We need those basketball mascots
that
spring off and dunk the ball in all sorts of places. Oh my God, that'd be so amazing. All right, so Dakau going up against Haitani.
Wow, you got a crouching strong, hit confirm. I got one too.
Yeah, and we saw this match, Xiao Hai barely defeating Haitani. And so now Dakau gonna go for his chance.
And it looks like he may have gotten some tips because everything is coming up Dakau in this match. What?
Oh, you missed your link. I mean, yeah, okay, that's good and all, but what do you got now? What do you got
That's
now?
50%. He's got some good mix-ups. Chasing down. Wow! Pulled him out of the air with the uppercut.
Oh!
What?
Oh my God!
What? Dakau blown up. That was a completely dominant round. Went for some tricky stuff. Dropped the link at the last possible moment. Answered with an ultra. Oh, wow. Good answer. Oh,
But
no.
again, a drop the link.
But he pulled it back with a focus cancel. Such a high intensity, fast paced match. And again, it's all Dakau. He's completely, although maybe this is the danger zone. Maybe this is Haitani's plan. Like lure him into a false sense of security by going down 90% and then I strike.
I have you exactly where I want you.
Here we go again. Now, did he get
Just
it?
a down? Oh, no back down.
That was too crazy of a read.
Yeah. All right, good stuff, good stuff. Taco said,
Both these guys hungry, tapping the buttons,
yeah.
want the action. Gimme.
And that's another one of those universal languages. Everybody does that.
Mash the
No
buttons
matter
before
where
the
you
round,
go,
like,
yeah. No,
dispel that nervous energy.
The favorite one is whenever something happens, look at your joystick and do motions and shake your head like, what happened?
I got robbed.
Oh, there
got
we
caught
go.
Again.
But
again,
again,
drops the link.
this is obviously showing that Taco, I mean, obviously he's good with Cammy, but there's a little bit of inconsistency in his play. Ah, here we go.
There we
Ultra,
go.
yep. Pow!
What will it be?
Chusengo Danzuki.
Wow,
Oh,
safe jumps it.
Yeah.
Burns the meter out of Cammy. Obviously, the meter. What?
Wow!
That's a thing. There you go.
Now, see,
He was out of range for the uppercut. That was genius.
Yeah, and it looked like Dakau missed the dive kick. He did it too early.
Yeah.
He wasn't quite high enough.
He was committed at that point.
Yeah, but the smartest thing from Haitani said, you know what? He's going to be nervous and land and low block, so I'm going to greet him with an overhead to counter his jump when he saw that whiff jump roundhouse.
Get him out of the air.
Yeah, smart stuff for Haitani.
And again, judging from the first seconds of all these matches, it's incredible to think that Haitani's up 1-0 because Dakau has been completely dominant in the opening seconds of all these matches.
Yep. Oh wow, a
Good trade. Tricksy stuff.
Oh, he went for a reset
Yeah.
situation, but
And
great.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And then it was greeted by Cammy's amazing jump roundhouse. The hitbox on that move is incredible. Oh, why would you? Oh, never mind.
Wow, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But Dakau has used up all of his meter. He has no more EX dive kicks. Just got one back.
I really respect that read from Dakau right there against the axe kick too. That was not at all obvious, but it was clear that he wanted to get out of the corner, generate a little false offense, and Dakau read it the whole way.
All right, here we go. Dakau working on a perfect. Still has it, but he's okay. No perfect.
Oh, just a little out of range. Cammy not quite as big of a target for those multiple standing strongs.
Beautiful.
Great games here from Dakau.
Yeah, just dash up, uppercut. It didn't matter if she jumped forward, neutral, or back. The only thing that would have escaped that was a forward jump.
And so now it's a struggle to understand what's the difference between game 1 and game 2. Haitani, like, so close.
Well, don't drop your combos for one thing, and get ultra.
Good general advice, yes.
Okay, here we go. Big
Wow,
damage.
completes it. Goes early for a little tricky mix-up.
Oh, here we go. Off that low song.
That's
We
the
got a
dizzy.
dizzy. Oh,
Is that high enough? Yeah, okay. Or low
but
enough,
it's
rather.
not going to kill.
Yeah. That was the right call, but it's
He's going to try to uppercut maybe to get out of the way. Oh, a forward dash. Smart stuff. But
good stuff.
Yeah,
Because he
just
knew
got
the
shit.
one option was to get out that wasn't completely safe, and he knew he could close it out with block damage and following.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, Dakau, that's a perfect example. Never block when you can uppercut. Right there. As soon as Dakau dashed out, he should have just uppercutted instead, maybe. But
Okay. Match moving on. We could discuss that probably for an hour, which is why I love this game, but unfortunately we don't have the space. Things are happening at a mile a minute.
here we
Fade
go.
here.
Uh-oh, missed it.
I think
Wait,
it was
wait,
a
he's
legitimate
gonna
mix.
get more. That's a dizzy for Haitani.
This could be it for Haitani. Whoa! Style. 2 styling finishes in a row. But it was I can't even keep track of what's happened in the last. I don't even time's not passing. Daigo knocked in the losers bracket. Infiltration knocked in the losers bracket. Gamerbee with crazy blow up style combos up against Poongko. Laugh taking the stage. Oh.
I've like nothing in my. Oh my gosh! Laugh and infiltration have to fight against each other.
This is not right.
Wow.
And Laugh with a pretty grim look on his face. And I don't know if he's stealing his reserve for the challenge of infiltration, or if he's just
really cool information here from Hinson on Twitter. It's actually called Cafade.
wow.
Like
We were miles away.
Like cafe/arcade.
I am fairly positive I have never heard that said in good stuff.
He's either trolling us or this is really
The more
good
you know.
information.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.